Hi and welcome. This is a weekly I Ching reading for you, my forecast for 2024, week 51. So what we will learn here is how the energies are working and how the energies of the year, the month, and then every single day of this week may bring. What is the energy that is given and what can we best make of it? How to use the energies that are present for our success, our well-being, and our personal path. And I promised you last week that I'm going to let you know how this week went. And it was so funny. It was really funny because I said on Thursday there's going to be a number 12 stagnation. And that it could be that you have made a decision the day before and you're running into the stagnation on the Thursday. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I really asked myself, I listened to my own forecast for the Thursday, and it was really like that. Is it the ego that does not want the change? Who does not want that change? Who is not in accord with the decision that I made on the day before? It was exactly like that. So I had to come to my senses, sat down and meditated on it. And the voices were really, really clear in the meditation that, no, I really want that change. And this is what we're going to do. And it's the ego. The ego wanted to protect me from the change itself without knowing whether it's going to be good or bad. Who knows whether it's good or bad? We never know. Good thing, bad thing, who knows? So that's exactly what happened on Thursday. And I'm really a much happier and much opener person today by accepting that sometimes stagnation just exists. And that's what happened on the Thursday. So that was really fine. So let's see how we best raise our energy this week, week 51. So the year energy is still the same, 38, integrity or opposition. I call it integrity. It is division, divergence, polarizing, opposition. But I call it integrity because that is more important than ever. If we are living in this divided and society we are in at the moment, it's more important than ever that you can stay with your integrity. So how to tolerate the otherness of the counterpart in conflicting times and stay true to yourself. So that's why I call it integrity. Stay true to yourself in these times that we are having right now, more important than ever. Wonderful. And the question is, because I talked about decisions before, if there is a decision coming up, always choose the one that goes with your integrity. If you start diverging and not choosing integrity, you're going down a spiral because you start doubting everything inside of you. Choose the one that is aligned with your integrity. That's the best advice I can give you for this year. Actually, for every year, but this year definitely. The month energy is still 27 Nourish. It's Mountain on Thunder. So it is about how to imprint your life through all those little daily tasks, our habits. And that is good or bad. And again, we don't know what is good or what is bad in the moment, maybe, but we will know in the long run. So whatever you are implementing in your day on a regular basis will influence you, whether it's eating habits, whether it's meditation, what you're watching, what you're listening, who you're listening to, who are the next 10 people around you. This is who you are. What is your inner circle? Is the inner circle nourishing you, supporting you? This is really the month to ask that. This is really the month to look into that. Who do you have around you? Who is actually supporting you? Who is talking you down? Let them go. Seriously. Why would you keep them? So what is nourishing to you? What does nourishment mean to you? Maybe it's movement. Then do it. So this is what this month is about, 27 nourishment. And what does nourishment mean to you? Something to definitely meditate on. Okay, let's look at the day energies, shall we? So the day energies, we are starting today. Oh, yes, again. Yes, today, 22 beauty. Hang on, just have to look into my tongue shoe that I'm not saying anything wrong. Right, 22 beauty. That's what it is. So, and I told you already last week how to bring yourself or content into a beautiful shape. So, the fire underneath the mountain, in this case, yes, exactly, brightens and illuminates the mountains. So grace brings success, little things bring success, ornaments. Maybe you want to decorate for Christmas. Maybe you want to change something within it. Depending on whether you live in northern or the southern hemisphere, you will have a different Feng Shui expression. Because in the southern hemisphere, we are in the fire, we are in the summer. So we need different ornaments, different decorations. That's why our Christmas trees look so different, by the way, as well. Then the northern hemisphere, where it's dark and cold, and so they need fire, they need candles and everything. We don't really feel the need for candles right now in here. So that is the energy of the Sunday. On the Monday, and I already told you last week that this will be happening, on the Monday we're having 63 accomplished. It's one of the really beautiful, here we are, I Chings, and it means after the finishing, after completion. So it's water on fire. And it is about how to maintain an outcome before it may dissolve in changing times. Nothing stays forever. The only thing that's certain is change. So it is about whatever you've accomplished in the last week, on the weekend, in the last month, how to maintain that outcome and enjoy that success. Because it will go. And you need to accept that. It will not stay. Because everything's changing. It also means that this is the time of the climax. So it's also about caution. So how can you maintain that whatever you've achieved so far? That's our task on the Monday. How do we raise our energies on the Tuesday? On the Tuesday, we're having number 19 arriving, nearing, approaching the goal. So it's lake on no, it's not. It's Earth on Lake. Sorry about that. So it's how to seize the moment for progress and secure the future. So can you see how that fits totally to the day yesterday? That to the accomplishment. So how this Tuesday really seizing the moment for progress and securing the future, whatever success you had last week, how can you bring them into your future and secure it? What can you do with it? You know, it's not like you've achieved something, yay, and you're bathing in it for the next weeks. We're not doing that. How can we use that for our future? How can we monetize that? How can we upskill within that to make it even better, whatever better means for you? Okay. And how do we raise our energy on the, yes, Wednesday? Oh my God. Wednesday is 58. Some call it Marsh. Some call it the joyous, the lake, because it's lake on lake. I call it also be open. Because it is about how to enable an inspiring exchange with others, openness through light-hearted joy. So bring the joy in on that day, on the Wednesday. It's really about exchanging with others, joyful, openness, and be open to new, depending on what kind of a day it is. It's a stable day, beautiful. So you can be together with friends or like-minded people and really enjoy whatever you've achieved so far. Enjoy that. And on the Thursday, we've got number 9, small livestock or small accumulating, small timing, which is wind on heaven. Yes. And it's an initiate day, so you can initiate something if you want it. But it's about small things. So it's about, on the Thursday, it's about small things. How to deal with small things due to lack of support for larger goals. I mean, you know, we've made decisions last week. We've achieved something. We were doubting ourselves. We went with it and went through it. So this time it's a little bit about smaller things. Maybe getting back to that decoration thing if you want it. Because on this day is not really support for large goals. You can actually initiate something, but it's not that you're having big success for big things at the moment. That is that day. So be patient, be content with whatever comes up. And if it's small things, it's really, really cool. It's more than enough. Always has been, always will be. So the next day, which is the Friday, is number 50, the Cauldron, also called the holding and also called establishing the new. It's really interesting, fire on wind. So how the own doing takes off if you dedicate it to a higher purpose. That is the cauldron, society, a circle of people. How can you dedicate it to the greater good for the community and therefore take it to the next level? Establishing something new. You've made the decision last week. You've brought in something new. Now it's time to really dedicate it to a higher purpose. What is your why in this? What is your why in this? Maybe this is a good day to actually ponder on that. Oh, interestingly, it's a destruction day. So maybe you want to destruct an old belief, something that's been holding you back. That's what I like to use a destruction day for, to really destruct something. Look at it, leave it behind, don't look back, and just let it go. What is your why in this whole thing at the moment? I love this. That's probably the day that I will use the most on a Friday. Saturday, 46 rising. Nice. You've made a decision. You've let something go. And now it's rising, pushing upward, growing. How a clear goal and personal commitment lead to success and builds character. Wow, doesn't that fit to what we said before? Maybe you have your why now. And now you can start growing with integrity, nourishing yourself. Wow. That sounds great for a Saturday, doesn't it? And Sunday is 29 water. Also called the abysmal, the darkness, the gorge. And for me, the water fits perfectly to the year motto: how to stay true to yourself in hard times and trust your heart. That's what water is to me. Flow. Be water, my friend. Be water. Do you have doubts? Trust your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your gut feeling. Be water. Do what it takes to get out. Do what it takes to bring your joyousness to fruition, to make this decision that you've made the best of your life, of today, this week, this month, whatever. So really be water. What does the water do if there's a danger? What is also called danger with some? The abysmal or the darkness. So it's a metaphor for the water in the gorge, which can be quite dangerous if you've ever encountered that. So to get out of this abysmal situation, what does water do? It simply does what it takes and what it can to get out, to get to an easier place. This is how I see this hexagram. Follow the flow, but not the flow as in like the lemmings or something. No. Follow the path that you can see to get out of it. Is it the least resistance? Probably. Is it something that guides you somewhere? That is the question. Not just anywhere. Is it aligned with your why? Is it aligned with your integrity? Is it aligned with your whole path? This is what you need to ask yourself on a water day, which is, by the way, a success day, which means whatever you're solving on that day to get out and make the decision, it will be successful. It will be. Wow, what a week. It's going to be interesting, won't it? I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be probably one or the other thing coming up that you don't expect. But all in all, I'd say that it's going to be a very, very interesting week. Up and down. And I will definitely this week listen every morning to what I've said in my own video. Because then I remember what to do. And then the thing is always, if we are prepared for what's coming, good or bad, we don't know. We can use it like a distraction day. It can distract you, but you can distract something that you always wanted to let go on that day. So use the energies present. And this is what I want to do with this forecast. For you to know what the energy at present is and what you can do to use it best for your own success, your own well-being, and your loved ones. Let's look forward to that week. And if you like what you've seen and heard here, tell people about it, like it, comment. I would love to hear about your week. Let me know what you experienced. That would be awesome. I would love it to see. And I will see you again next week. Bye for now.